Imagine standing barefoot on the sands of Malibu. Waves crash in. Sun's out. It feels like paradise. But just a few steps inland behind the postcard-perfect surf, there's something darker. Because this stretch of California coastline, it sits next to one of the most contaminated pieces of real estate in the entire United States. And nobody talks about it. Surfrider Beach is famous for its waves, its views, and its celebrity sightings. But few beachgoers realize it lies directly downwind and downstream of the Santa Susana Field Laboratory, a former rocket testing and nuclear research site tucked into the hills just 30 miles north. From 1947 to 2006, the site hosted top-secret rocket engine tests, military experiments, and even a nuclear reactor that, yes, melted down. In 1959, that partial meltdown released radioactive materials into the soil, groundwater, and air. It was never fully cleaned up. Now, rainwater carries whatever's buried deep in that mountain down through the canyons. And when it rains hard in LA County, that runoff flows into creeks, then the Malibu Lagoon, and straight into Surfrider Beach. So what's actually in the ground up there? According to decades of environmental assessments, the area still holds radioactive isotopes like cesium-137 and strontium-90. Those aren't just scary science terms. They're the kind of materials that get into food chains, that stay active for decades, and that have been linked to elevated cancer rates in nearby neighborhoods. Downstream in Malibu, water samples have shown traces of toxins linked to industrial solvents and petroleum-based compounds. Nothing you want mixing with your beach picnic, that's for sure. And yet, people still surf there, still swim there, still bring their kids. In 2010, the Department of Energy and NASA signed agreements to clean up Santa Susana to the highest standard, removing toxic soil and restoring the area. But over the years, delays piled up, budget cuts, legal fights, shifting political winds. As of 2025, the cleanup has stalled. Activist groups and local residents have begged for transparency, but reports are hard to find. Meanwhile, storms carry runoff into Malibu. The beach, as beautiful as it is, remains at the edge of a decades-long environmental disaster. Here's the unsettling part. Surfrider Beach isn't some remote hazard zone with warning signs and fences. It's one of the most popular surf spots in Southern California. People drive in from all over. Tourists snap photos. Locals walk their dogs barefoot through tide pools. Few of them know what's in the watershed behind them. Fewer still know about the 1959 nuclear meltdown or the dozens of rocket fuel spills since. Is it dangerous to swim there today? No one can say for sure. That's what makes it so nerve-wracking. One environmental watchdog group called it a ticking time bomb of chemicals. And the longer the site sits there, undealt with, the more rain we get, the more Malibu takes the hit. The reason this doesn't make national headlines? Because it's not flashy. There's no explosion, no fire, no obvious emergency. Just slow, quiet, toxic runoff day after day, year after year. And a very expensive piece of real estate down below that nobody wants to scare buyers away from. Surfrider Beach is still labeled as safe by county monitoring. But water quality reports don't always test for radiation. And some of the nastiest chemicals are the ones you can't see or smell. So next time you see a postcard-perfect photo of Malibu, remember this. Sometimes the most dangerous places don't look like danger zones. Sometimes they look like paradise. And sometimes, you can be standing knee-deep in the Pacific, with something far older and far more toxic washing right past you.